Welcome to the season finale of Can TV Special Olympics Chicago. Today, Jessica Frantz ready for 2 interviews. First start is a Mountain Hood ski trip from Portland. And the second guest is Terry Muldoon and Daniela Rodriguez doing the sports report. It's all coming up next in the season finale of Can TV Special Olympics Chicago right here on Can TV.
My name is Jessica Frantz, and welcome to Special Olympics Chicago. With me today, we have 3 of our best alpine skiers who went to Mount Hood outside of Portland, Oregon, to compete in alpine skiing. So welcome, of course, Peter and Antonio, and of course Blair. So welcome to the show, of course. And so Special Children's Charities is proud to welcome you guys for helping us travel to go for alpine skiing. So tell me how the experience was.
Good.
Wonderful.
Nice.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Well, also tell me about your Special Olympics history.
I got to go for the Idaho. Yep.
Peter, what about you? What park are you with?
In Shabana Park.
In Chipotle.
I'm from Loyola Park.
Okay. Have you ever done individual tournaments before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where have you gone to?
Did you go to Arizona?
No.
Did you go to Georgia for Battle of the Bats? Maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Peter, where have you traveled before?
I'm here traveling with the Devon of volleyball,
Okay.
and then the Kansas State with softball, and then golf from Florida, and then the ski is Oregon, and it's really good.
Nice. Antonio?
Me, I traveled to LA for the World Games 2015. I've been to Portland for the skiing. I did the softball for the softball. I think it was in
I think it was Georgia.
Georgia. And football.
Cool. So, what sport did you guys do at Mount Hood?
Skiing.
Ski.
We did alpine ski.
Alpine
Yep.
skiing. We learned about alpine skiing. We learned how to
What were some of the techniques that you guys learned?
Yeah.
learn how to
What was it called when you stopped?
pole stop.
Both up, yeah.
Pole
Okay.
stop. We learned how to maneuver through the cones without basically, what was it?
Stopping, right?
Yeah,
You guys did
without
continuous
stopping.
motion going through
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it's like a
gates is what they
zigzag
call 'em,
pattern.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We learned how to do the tight jolly slide instead of the long jolly slide.
So similar to slalom because with the slalom you gotta go in and out so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be like precise and quick. So we started off slow, but we learned how to pick it up and speed it up and make it faster.
Each day was a gradual
Yeah.
Yeah.
learning technique, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So each day it was like basic training.
Yeah.
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 Each
That's
day
cool.
we all progressed. We all got better at
Yeah.
each day.
How long have you 3 been competing in alpine skiing?
I've been skiing like in 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually just started skiing like maybe 2. Where was it? 2?
Yeah, probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Abby, you skied a little bit.
Yeah,
before.
but yeah, maybe 10 years.
What would you
Wow.
say the biggest difference between
Yeah.
the Chestnut
Yeah.
Mountain that we go to for alpine ski here in Illinois compared to the mountain in Mount Hood in Oregon? What was the biggest difference? Any of you guys can answer.
The altitude was
altitude,
yeah,
right?
the altitude and the height for me, 'cause I wasn't used to being 8,500 feet in the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty high.
Yeah.
That's quite an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get to Mount Hood since it's 50 miles from Portland?
We stopped at.
Well, we flew from Midway
We flew from
Yeah.
Midway
to Portland,
to Portland.
and then we rented a van.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
rented
Yeah.
the van, and then we basically traveled from the van, stopped, had sightseeing, seen the mountains, and then we went to our destination.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How was the plane?
It's really good.
Good, very good.
So I take it that even the hotel food was good too, huh?
Yeah.
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 Well, we didn't really technically. We weren't staying at a hotel. We were put up in like cabins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
There was just a big wilderness area with cabins, so we all stayed in one house that had several different cabins
Yeah.
and bunks.
Yeah.
So these three were all bunkmates and stayed in one room. And then there was a total of 16 other skiers that were there as well.
yeah.
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 Oh, yeah,
They had
because
a
they're
chance
from
to meet
all
some
over
new
the
friends.
U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all skied together as a group, and we all ate meals together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all helped prepare the meals and clean up, right?
Yeah.
So it was
We
similar
did.
to downstate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was more fun because we got to like do campfires. We got to experience more than just, you know, other things. We got to make our own hot dogs we got to learn how to cook on sticks and stuff like that. So we had campfires, and it was just awesome time.
Well, any stories you like to tell from the trip?
Yeah. And today we seen a waterfall in the woods.
Yeah, we went on a hike one day from our cabin. There was about a 1.5 mile hike that we took.
Yeah.
And walked up the different terrain and got to see the natural waterfall that was coming down from the glaciers.
Yeah.
You
That's
guys feel the
pretty
water?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
It's
cold.
really good.
I figured it was cold.
Yeah,
Cold.
really cold.
Yeah.
How was the temperature in Portland compared to here?
For June, it was pretty good.
Very
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
My little cold days, little chilly days, but it was awesome. Then in the morning you'll get that little fogness, so everything will be foggy. You'll be looking like, where's the mountain? But then when you get there, it'll be right there.
Yeah, that's similar to California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I take it that was pretty cool seeing all the snow on top of the mountains, huh?
Yeah.
Did you do any sightseeing
Um,
while you guys were there?
Yeah.
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 Admin and I, we went on, and Eileen, we went on a hike. These guys decided to take a nap because we had a
Yeah.
full day of skiing, but he never ran out of energy, so we went for an extra
Yeah.
hike, and we went to a place that was called Mirror Lake. And when we got to the top, there was a lake right there that was on the top that you could see the peak of Mount Hood right
Yeah.
there. Admin jumped in and was swimming around.
Yeah.
That water was
That's
really
cold.
cold too.
Yeah,
That's
very-
like doing the polar
I
plunge.
know they are cold. Yeah.
It was almost comparable to the polar plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
'cause
took
the
your
polar
breath-
plunge is pretty
It
cold.
took your breath away. It was pretty
Yeah.
cold.
Well, did you do any like rafting? Did you do tubing?
I don't think we
No
did.
rafting
No.
or tubing. Mainly just hiking and
Uh-huh.
enjoying the nature that was around us, and
Yeah, hiking and swimming. They are cold. Yeah.
swimming and hiking.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the snow?
It's
Good.
really good.
It was good. It was more smoother than our snow, I should say.
That's good to know. Always good to have a good comparison.
Tell them why
Yeah.
we had to go out so early in the morning each day.
We already had to go because by noon, half of the snow would be like melted, and then it'd be ungrooved, and then it was melting so fast because it was getting so hot each other day. It was getting so hot, so the snow would melt. So by the time we get up to the mountain, the snow had been halfway gone. So we had to be, for the last couple of days, we was just in the on the top of the mountain instead of like the lower part of the mountain. So we was basically every day we was up 8,500 feet every day for the last couple of days.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So in other words, I take it that it was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it take long to get used to even the time difference? Because Portland's a completely different standard time compared to Chicago.
Yeah.
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 Takes an adjustment, but
I think the first couple of days we were pretty wiped.
Yeah.
Because our itinerary was pretty jam-packed, so we would wake up at like 5:30 every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took about 20 minutes to get to the mountain from where we were lodging. And then we would get there, have breakfast.
Yeah.
And then, like Antonio said, we would, they would ski from about 8 to 11:30 noon every day, and then come in for lunch, and then we would head back and do our activities. What were some of the activities we did back at the lodge?
yeah.
The activities we did,
What did you guys learn to do?
we learned how to wax our skis. Right, Pete?
Yeah.
That's a good learning experience.
Pete, what was your favorite part about waxing the ski?
Putting the irons and the pepper and the paper towel into the skiers.
Yeah, you had to wax it on with the piece of paper and iron it, and then kind of shave the extra off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to start from the top and go to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get it nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely always a cool experience. Is
Yeah.
there anything else that you three would like to tell us? So I take it the trip back was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long of a flight was it?
Like the
6 hours.
Yeah.
Like 6 hours.
Six
The big
hours.
tower, yeah.
So we had to stop in Denver
yeah.
each time. And then actually we stopped in Denver on the way there, and then we stopped in Utah on the way back.
Oh,
yeah.
Salt Lake? Yeah.
Yeah.
Salt Lake is really pretty too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just stopped there and then carried back on our way back to Chicago.
Yeah.
What about the other skiers? You guys became friends with some of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you definitely met a lot of cool people
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this trip. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I take it that the trip was definitely an adventure. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you see any wildlife or any?
If you like when you're going up to the mountains, like we're going up to skiing. If you they were really paying attention, if you look on a rock, you can see a lot of
Like tracks, foot tracks?
you know what you call them, three-legged lizards? With them,
Like the
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? The I forget what they're called.
iguanas?
No,
They're not iguanas.
they're not iguanas.
No.
But there was like 3 lizards, the little lizards.
Those
Yeah.
Going around?
Oh. Yeah.
You rarely see those in the winter.
Yeah.
In this case, in June. So I take it was definitely weird being there, even though it wasn't winter yet. Huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we had to pack a lot, right?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for coming, and we'll take a short break and we'll return.
All right, thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Coming up next on CAN-TV Special Olympics Chicago, Jessica Frantz will sit down with Terry Muldoon, Special Olympics board members.
Welcome back to Special Olympics Chicago. My name is Jessica Frantz, and with me now is Terry, who's our newest member of Special Olympics Children's Charities. So welcome, Terry.
Thank you.
So please tell our audience what you do, basically. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I was recently retired almost 4 years ago, and I did get involved with Special Olympics Chicago due to a friendship I had with a fellow named Skinny. I think everybody knows Skinny, but Skinny was explaining to me that there was an opportunity to look at facilities, which I understand that Special Olympics is always looking to enhance the facilities to make available to the Special Olympics athletes. So what we did was we took a look at a vision, basically, or a plan for facilities, and we didn't really end up with any facilities, but we did develop a vision for the future, and I think that vision is to provide some of the best quality training facilities for the athletes, number one, and also offer some opportunities along the way of, perhaps offering different services to the athletes. So that's a work in progress, Jessica, and that's how I got involved. And I think through my involvement with Skinny, we were able to work with some people in the office, and those people were Julia, Natalie, Hannah, and obviously I got to meet along the way Eileen and Pam and some of the other fine individuals associated with the program. So I was a volunteer for a number of years, probably for the past 3 years, and then recently came on the board probably 9 months ago with Special Children's Charities, serving Special Olympics Chicago.
Do you do any of the calendar, which is also part of the children's charities?
In terms of volunteering, I did part of the calendar, and I think I was first involved with a special event that they had for the athletes that was both a luncheon and a dinner event, and it was very nice. There was music and dancing, and there was probably close to, I don't know how many, hundreds or thousands of athletes. It was held at the Hyatt, and this was probably close to three years ago. So that was my first introduction with the athletes, and from there I ended up working with Pam and at the souvenir tents at various events, particularly spring games, and that was my way of getting to meet some of the athletes and their families, which was very gratifying.
Wow. Yeah, because we appreciate all the things that the Children's Charities has done, especially including with the calendar and with the spring games and all the involvement that you guys do for us. So we appreciate that on behalf of all the athletes.
Thank you.
And so, is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
Well, I think that during my career, I spent a lot of time with financial reports, different processes, operations, and so forth, and I'm able to share some of that knowledge, I think, with our board now that I'm on the board, and work closely with some of the people in the office who are just fantastic people and kind of the heart of the organization, obviously. But I think that from a Special Olympics Chicago standpoint, I've been most inspired, obviously, by the athletes and their families, but also by the coaches. We just heard about the alpine skiers, that trip, and that was very inspiring what our 3 athletes did along with Blair out there, and what an experience that was. But I think being inspired kind of led me to volunteer, and then moving from the volunteer standpoint, onto the board. I was fortunate enough to be asked to participate in the board as well. So it's been quite an honor.
That is. Have you ever done the polar plunge?
I have not done the polar plunge. I've worked at the polar plunge as recently as last year, and it was very cold, I can remember. I was selling souvenirs along with several other people, but I was, again, it was just a great turnout. Not only the athletes, but particularly our donors and the families of athletes, and so it was so inspiring by all the teams that came out to support us at North Avenue Beach. It was just a fantastic experience, and it was and some of the schools and students that came out too. Some of the supporters of Special Olympics. There was many schools from the South Side there, and we were very grateful to see that.
Well, yeah, because without Special Olympics, who knows where it would be?
Right, exactly.
You don't have a place to hang out all the time and do certain events that we rarely get a chance to do.
Yeah. I would say, we have many goals probably as a board, but one of the goals is to increase the participation of athletes across the city too. And we're trying to find ways to do that as a board and as an organization. So, and also to enrich some of the opportunities that the athletes have with the different programs. So we're kind of excited about all the challenges ahead of us, and certainly the events and the calendar that we support during the year.
Well, because the calendar keeps us updated on all the events that are happening.
Sure does.
What is your favorite event?
My favorite event, I think, was really the spring games, and it's hard to pick a favorite
hard.
out of that. Although
There's so many.
I was impressed by the abilities of all the participants in the track events and so forth, and there's a lot of speed out there. But I think what's so inspiring also is how the athletes train, and having coaches and mentors along the way, along with their families. They work hard at it, and any participation in athletics that we go through as young people, young adults, whether it be through school or other programs, there's a lot of hard work that has to go through that, with that, I should say, and just to participate and do our very best.
Well, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I would say that probably part of my interests, very late in my career, I got involved with nonprofits, and I do participate in other nonprofit boards and activities, and Special Olympics is, fortunately I found Special Olympics through my association with several of the people I mentioned, so I'm very grateful that has happened, really. Thank you.
Well, and on behalf of all of our athletes, we want to say thank you for all the things that you have done for us. We appreciate all the new things coming in the upcoming year.
Yes,
So we want to say thank you to that.
Yeah.
And as well, and happy anniversary as well too.
Oh,
I
yes.
remember the Children's Charities just celebrated
Yes,
the 50
right.
years.
The 50-year anniversary was really special, and I know so many of our board members and staff, along with the athletes, spent so much time on that, and it was really quite a sight to see and attend as well.
What'd you guys do for the 50th anniversary?
Myself, the board, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, we ended up going to various events, and some of the members of the board did that. And but I think the main event, obviously, was the ceremonies at Soldier Field and some of the other activities associated with the 50th anniversary. Although so many organizations came together, such as Illinois and folks from out of state, this is really where Special Olympics was born, in Chicago.
Born and raised.
50 years ago. Born and raised 50 years ago. Yeah, and it's quite a story.
Well, I want to say thank you, Terry, for coming on our show today, and to stay tuned for our sports report.
Yeah. Jessica, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Coming up next, Daniela Rodriguez is doing the sports report for the season 7 finale. It's all coming up right now on CAN-TV Special Olympics Chicago.
Hello, my name is Daniela Rodriguez. Welcome to the Special Olympics Chicago Sports on CAN-TV. Welcome to our Season 7 Final Sports Report. We hope that you have enjoyed the show this year, and we really hope that you got a chance to attend some of our sports events. Just in case you didn't get out to see our athletes this past year, don't worry, there's a lot more coming up. How many events you wonder? 65 to 70. That's right. So make plans to join us and have a great time cheering on our athletes. Have a favorite sport? If not, you will after you watch our athletes join their best in alpine skiing, aquatics, basketball, bocce, cross-country skiing, Cubs care softball, development swimming, flag football, golf, gymnastics, floor hockey, MATP, powerlifting, snowshoe, soccer, spring games, track and field, tennis, volleyball, young athletes program. You can find in our calendar listing all these events and location at www.sochicago.org. If this seems like a lot, it is. So start with one. Our bocce tournament will be held September 21st, 2019 in Armour Square Park. A great event and a great place to start. Hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed our sports report on August 2019. Special Olympics offers year-round competition in a wide variety sports, athletes train at parks, schools, workshops, and financial finances through the city. It is a great way to keep active and make friends. We hope you will join us soon. I'm Daniela Rodriguez. Thank you for watching our show. Our show airs the first and third Saturday of each month on CanTV in Chicago. Check out our website at www.chicagospecialolympics.org and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Hey, we have a great time here today on the show. Enjoy us a great time. We want to thank you for our special guests here today here in our studio. And we want to thank the Mount Hood ski trip and also Terry Muldoon for coming by here at CanTV. We hope you enjoyed today's show. We want to thank you so much for watching the season finale of CanTV Special Olympics Chicago. Join us next time. Have a great day, everybody.